All right. Now player introductions. The Monroe Cheesemakers first. Monroe making their last trip up here for basketball as they'll be shifting conferences next season. We'll get Janesville Craig instead, I believe. All right. Carson Leisinger, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 0. Number 10, a 6'3" junior, Max Golombiski. JT Seagraves, number 44, 6'6" sophomore. Number 11, a 6'4" senior, Aaron Zielikowski. Number 12, 6'8" junior, Cade Meyer, the leading scorer. So for the Monroe Cheesemakers, Leisinger, Golombiski, Zielikowski, Meyer, and Seagraves. Boy, that's a nightmare. All right, for your Silver Eagles. Number 4, 6'3" sophomore, Jordan Hibner. Number 2 at guard, a 6' senior, Trey Loken. 6'5" junior, number 21, Connor Bracken. Number 12, 6' senior guard, Jacob Munns. And number 3, the leading scorer for the Silver Eagles, 6' senior guard, number 3, Lance Nelson. Nelson averaging 15 points a game, the only Silver Eagle in double figures. Although Munns, Bracken, and Loken are all in that 6 to 9 point range. They ably assist him. They're just about ready for the jump. It'll be Bracken against Meyer. Monroe comes out with a big starting lineup. Only Leisinger, number 0, the only player in the starting lineup for Monroe who less than 6'3". Everybody else 6'3" or bigger. So Bracken and Meyer step into the center circle. The referee's ready to go, and here we have basketball. The tip. And it will be recovered by Lance Nelson. MG will have the first possession of the evening. Nelson will bring it up. This is Munns. Up top to Hibner. Swinging around to Loken. Back up top to Nelson. But get used to these guys handling the ball a lot. This is Munns into the corners, Hibner. Up top, they look inside for Bracken, slapped away by Meyer, and it's going to be MG ball under their own basket. They look to attack Meyer right away, trying to get it inside to Bracken, and he made a nice play. Nelson inbounding for the Silver Eagles. Way up top to Munns. Thought about the 3 for a second, now try and drive. Back it off now. Nelson from the corner. Nope, that's Hibner, excuse me. Got the long rebound, nope, tipped away. Zielikowski picks it up. This is Leisinger. Cade Meyer up top. Golombiski in the corner. No, this is Leisinger to Meyer to Seagraves. High on the left side. Golombiski. Leisinger for 3. The first points of the game. Carson Leisinger nailing a 3, and it's 3-0 Monroe. Munns will bring it across for the Silver Eagles. Silver Eagles like to shoot a lot of threes. Nothing like the girls team. Boy, they live and die by the 3. They hit 14 the other night when they beat Stoughton here. They're looking for Hibner underneath. Nice pass. 3 attempt by Loken. Tipped. Seagraves comes up with the rebound. He'll bring it across himself. Monroe into position quickly. Leisinger getting the handoff. They look inside for Meyer. They swing it back to Leisinger. Just inside the 2-point line. Nope. Tipped. And he's going to come up with the rebound too. Pass it over to Golombiski. Meyer back to Golombiski to Seagraves, right side. Back to long cross-court pass to Golombiski. Up top to Leisinger. The nice moves here. Seagraves looking inside to Golombiski. They look inside. Zielikowski. Leisinger thought about the 3. Nice feint. Step in from the elbow, and he hits it for 2. Leisinger with all 5 of their points. Silver Eagles still looking to break that lid on the basket. We're just a couple minutes underway. No need to worry yet. This is Loken. He'll drive it up right side and lays it up. No good. Rebound. Zielikowski. He'll give it to Leisinger. Leisinger likes that right side. I noticed him warming up over there exclusively before the game. Meyer into the corner. They look inside to Seagraves. Turnaround jumper. Boom. Seagraves just took his time. It was an easy turnaround fall away jumper. Nice form. And it's 7-0. So Monroe out to the quick lead. Just under or over 15 minutes to play. This is Loken with the ball. He'll drive. Take it back to Hibner. Into the corner. Munns needs some help though. He's giving up a lot of height there to Seagraves on him. Nelson up top. Oh, that was Logan into Hibner looking for Bracken, and Bracken can't get it to drop. Gets the own rebound and foul going back up. They're going to get Zilkowski, I believe, on this one. Bracken had a nice shot at the basket. Yep. Zilkowski charged with the foul, and that'll send Bracken to the free throw line. Shooting 2 and a chance to get the Silver Eagles on the scoreboard. Oh, clanged it off the front of the rim. Connor comes into the game. Where is he here? Shooting only 45% of his free throws. Now Munns will come out in 15. Henry Walsh will come in. Walsh has not scored a lot, but he's a big body and he's a good rebounder, good defender. So we'll see if this makes a difference. Bracken's second one, clanged them both. Got to make your free throws. Leisinger bringing it down in a hurry. Olembieski inside to Meyer, back almost tipped to Meyer, but picked up by Walsh. Nelson will drive up from the right side. Can't get the little kiss off the backboard to go his way. Rebound Seagraves. 7-0 Monroe on top. Maybe you can hear the Monroe broadcast team in the background here. They got a lot to cheer about this year. Cade Myers for 3, rims out. Rebound by Walsh. Walsh down the floor in a hurry. Give it to Tipton. I didn't see Lucas come in. He'll take the 3 there. Off the rim. Rebound Bracken. Out to Nelson in the corner. Up top to Walsh. Kick it over to Hibner for 3. No. Rebound Bracken. He'll try to put it up and fouled by Meyer. That's what you got to do. That's probably the best way to do is take it right to Meyer and hope he fouls somebody. Connor Bracken, unfortunately, the one who got fouled, he's already missed 2 free throws. He's struggled at the line. He's a good field goal shooter. Missed that one. Still a 7-0 Monroe lead. 14 minutes and a second remaining in the first half. Just underway here at Monona Grove High School. Connor hits that one. So the lid's off the basket at 7-1. Silver Eagles down by 6 early on. Leisinger bringing it off the one-hand pass to Golembieski. Back to Leisinger. Left corners, Seagraves. Stolen away by Nelson. Glance up the floor in a hurry. Little hesitation move, dump it off to his left side. To Tipton. This is Hibner on the right. Hibner into the lane. Bracken. Nice shot by Connor. He's got all 3 of the Silver Eagles points, and they cut into it. It's a 7-3 Monroe lead. Golembieski, 34. Caleb Bunker in the game for Bunker in the game for Monroe. That ball out of his hands and swatted away by Henry Walsh. Like I mentioned, Henry's in there because he's a big body, listed at 6'2", strong player too, and slammed that one away. We'll give him a block on that one. I like Henry Walsh. He plays hard. Good football player too. Good wide receiver. Leisinger. Really only look for about 4 or 5 guys on this team to score. Nelson comes up with a steal and then bats it off Golembieski's leg to save the possession for the Silver Eagles. Lance Nelson, a heady play there. So Hibner will inbound for the Silver Eagles. 13:07 to play in the first half. A 7-3 Monroe lead. Nelson taking the inbound pass. He is just a smart player. This is Hibner. Up to Bracken, up high. Nice drive there by Henry Walsh. Henry's not known for his scoring. He's only made 3 points all season. He's now tied his career high with 2. Tip there. Henry almost came up with another loose ball. Seagraves out to Golubowski. Bunker. Seagraves. Seagraves for two. Long. The putback by 22. Tyler Mantley. Looks like they substituted a whole line here. Nelson to Henry. Walsh can't get it to drop. Rebound Golubowski. Down the floor in a hurry. Madley back to Golubowski. Long. It's going to be out of bounds. MG ball. Nope. Yes, it is. Seagraves went hard after that one and couldn't quite save it, so it'll be MG ball in the corner. 7-5. Monona with a chance to tie or take the lead here early on. 12:07 to play in the first half, and it's a 7-5 game. Monroe started off 7-0. Nelson taking the inbound pass. The Cheesemakers will drop off the pressure then. Nelson guarded by Matley. This is Walsh. Bracken. Back to Nelson. High left side. Runs off a pick. Tries to go baseline. Stop and pop. Two for Lance to tie it up. Tied at 7 now. Silver Eagles come back with a 7-point run of their own. 11.5 minutes to play in the first half. Golubowski to Leisinger. Out in the corner to Cade Meyer. Back to Leisinger. Back to Cade. Inside to Bunker. Golubowski a little fake. They go inside to Meyer. Meyer lays it up and in from underneath. That was a nice move. First basket of the night for Meyer, and it's 9-7 Monroe. 11-7. Tipton. Free throw line would dump it over to Hibner. Out to Lance Nelson. High right side. Lance clearing things out. He'll stop and take that shot. No. Meyer with the rebound. Down the floor in a hurry is Leisinger for the Cheesemakers. Harassed by Walsh. Walsh is just all over. He gets open for a three there. Can't get it to drop. Rebound by Tipton. Silver Eagles hoping to get back into this one. Nelson. Dump it over to Bracken. Bracken playing high post. Now Nelson loses the steal. Madley flips it up. Nope. Rebound. Bracken tipped it. Recovered by Madley, and they throw it away. It's MG ball. Athletic move there by the Cheesemakers, but they couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds. Subs coming in from Monona Grove. Owen Croak making his first appearance of the evening. Will Schreiner. And who we got? 34. No, 24. I'm sorry. What else have we got out here? 20, 21. Bracken's in there. Oh, nice steal by Meyer. Meyer lays it up. Oh, can't get it to drop with a follow, though, by Golubowski, and he gets the layup. Heady play. I thought Myers might dunk it. He was close enough, but he laid it up and it rolled off the front of the rim, but Golubowski was right there to put it back. So 13-7. Silver Eagles down. This is Schreiner. Give it to Nelson up top. Right corners, Hibner. Nice move by Croak there. Schreiner over to Nelson between the circles. Nelson's picked up by Meyer in this version of a zone defense. No, they are man-to-man. It's interesting. They match him up that way. Croak having it stripped away by Golubowski. Ahead to Leisinger. Leisinger to Meyer. They're not going to call him for the travel there, although he took about 8 steps. Meyer with the dunk, and that gives the Cheesemakers a 15-7 lead with 9:22 to play in the first half. Silver Eagles got to find a way to answer this. Monroe's got 5 guys in the scorebooks already, and it's the 5 you expected. There's no surprises here. This is the way they play. They're going to have to find a way to stop Meyer, though. They've given him a couple easy baskets, and he could have had a couple more. Silver Eagles, on the other hand, have got to find a way to get some points on the board. They've won a lot of games by playing good defense, but they're going to have to match these guys up on the offensive end of things. I don't think you're going to stop Monroe very well, but that means we're going to have to get some open shots outside. All right, Hibner inbounding for the Silver Eagles. Nelson taking a rest. We've got Kevin Nett in the game for the first time. So Nett, Schreiner, Munns, Loken, and Croak on the floor for the Silver Eagles. This is Munns over Loken. Trail dribble up high on the right side, now between the circles. Give it to Munns. Back to Loken from the corner, off the rim. Rebound Meyer. Meyer, quick pass down the right side to Leisinger. Back to Meyer. They look inside for Seagraves, knocked away, picked up by Hibner. Hibner, he'll take the three. Hey, there's one dropping. Jordan Hibner hitting his first basket of the night. Pulls the Silver Eagles to within 6, 15-9. Leisinger, high right side. Seagraves up top. Seagraves back to Leisinger. Into Sadi in the lane. This is Seagraves. Seagraves, nice shot there. 4 points for JT Seagraves, the sophomore, averaging just under 14 a game. He's got 4 here, and it's a 17-9 lead on the Silver Eagles. This is Schreiner off Hibner's hand, picked up by Leisinger. Little spin move, falling away, gets it to drop. Leisinger with 7 points already. And timeout called by Coach Z. 7:46 to play in the first half. It's a 19-9 Monroe lead. Silver Eagles got to take care of the ball better on offense. That one was a pick by Leisinger, and he took it himself in. They were able to run on Silver Eagles. They're going to have to find a way to stop that. Or, for one, don't give them the ball. I guess that's number one priority, is taking care of it. All right, coming out of the timeout, we've got Walsh, Nelson, Loken, Munns, and Bracken. Henry getting some minutes early in this game, but I think that's because of his size. We're undersized against these guys. Now they put the press on. They inbound it to Munns. Nelson, Munns, and Loken, the 3 guards, back on the floor together. The front court is Walsh and Bracken. Munns looking for some help, finds Henry Walsh. Swing it to Loken, looking inside for Bracken. He had Meyer all over him. Meyer and Seagraves were both there. Now Nelson will try to go baseline and back it out. Up top to Trey Loken. Loken will take a stab at it. Munns. They've all 3 had a shot now. Munns kick it out to Loken. Nice drive. Lays it up. Finger roll. No. Rebound by Bracken, and he's fouled. I think they're going to get Cade Meyer again, and that's his second foul. They're calling it on 22, Tyler Matley. I think. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. Inbound to Bracken, out to Trey Loken for 3. Trey hits that one. Trey's first points of the night. They did credit that foul to Tyler Matley, his first. 19-12 Silver Eagles trade. Cheesemakers made one there, and I missed who shot. It doesn't matter. Nelson trying to find a way to get in there and score some points. We're under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Hibner, a nice move along the baseline. I'm sorry, that was Loken. Nelson, stop and pop from the three-point line. Can't go. Meyer with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Golombisky. Back to Meyer, top of the key. Madley, back to Meyer up top. Look inside for Seagraves, little turnaround. And he's called for the charge. Seagraves put his head down, and the referee didn't like that one. So JT Seagraves picking up his first foul. Now Tipton will come in for the Silver Eagles, joining Walsh, Bracken, Munns, and Nelson. This is Lance Nelson with the ball. Drive in the lane, kick it out to the corner. Tipped in for 3. Nailed it. Lucas tipped in his first 3. So Silver Eagles living by the 3, getting back into this 21-15. 6:09 to play in the half. Golombisky up to Leisinger. Back to Leisinger inside. Meyer at the 12-foot line, didn't want that shot. Golombisky can't get it to drop. They call a held ball, and this will go to the Cheesemakers. Bracken Had a good shot at that rebound, but so did the cheesemaker that tied him up. So it'll be cheesemaker ball under their own basket. 21-15, 5:55 to play. And we got a foul on the floor. We're going to get Munz on this, or who? Yep. Jacob Munz called for his first foul. That's just the first foul on the Silver Eagles. Seagreaves to Meyer, right side. Back up top to Seagreaves. This is Leisinger. Leisinger, Golumbieski, back to Leisinger. Golumbieski. Meyer in the left corner, back to Leisinger. They're just going to need some clock up here, it appears. Meyer, now he's going to try and drive baseline, pushed out of bounds. They're going to say swatted away by Henry Walsh, and it's going to be Monroe ball. Leisinger will inbound it. Up top, they give it right back. Golumbieski to Leisinger. Top of the key. Meyer, Leisinger. Seagreaves, Meyer. Tipped. Munz knocked it away. Nelson comes up with the ball. Nelson will take the three. Nothing but net for Lance. First three of the night for him. He's got 5 points, and it's a 21-18 game. So Eagles not giving up easily. We knew this wasn't going to be an easy game, but they're giving Monroe a battle. Seagreaves almost had it stripped away by Tipton. Back to Leisinger over to Golumbieski. Leisinger wanted the three there, but he had Tipton in his face. They look inside for Seagreaves. Seagreaves got a body up against him. I think this is going to go against Connor Bracken now. Yep, Connor Bracken hit with his first foul. Just the second team foul. Boy, we're 4:41 left in the first half. Okay, Seagreaves hits his first. Second one coming up now. 22-18. He can add on to that right here. And does not. Rebound Tipton. Nelson down the floor in a hurry. Step back, now drive, kick it into the corner. Tipton, stop. Nice jumper by Lucas Tipton. He has 5 points. 22-20. Golumbieski to Leisinger. Golumbieski, I'll get his name right eventually. Leisinger. To Madley to Leisinger. To Madley in the left corner. Cross court to Golumbieski. Cade Meyer for three. Off the net. Rebound Munz. Silver Eagles with a chance to tie or take the lead here before halftime. Munz. Silver Eagles have trailed the entire game so far. His last tied at 7-7. Munz to Tipton. Tipton inside for Bracken against Seagreaves. Oh, and Connor Bracken doing a good job drawing the foul. He had a big grin on his face, and they're going to hit Seagreaves for a second. And that'll send Connor Bracken to the line. I'd like this better if Connor could hit a couple here and tie things up for us. There you go. Now, Seagreaves will come out, and number 11, Zielikowski will come in. Now Munz will sit down, and Hibner will come back in for MG. It's a little bit bigger lineup MG's been playing after the start of the game, and keeping us close here. Bracken's second one also good, ties it at 22. 3:45 to play in the first half. So Eagles playing tough here. With Coach Z looking for a career victory, 301. 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Leisinger to Manley, back to Leisinger. So Eagles in a 2-3 zone, and they're just playing it very well. Now they go inside. Oh, nice move. Nice pass there, and we're going to get a jump ball. We're going to get a jump ball. Coach Z was calling for it, and the referee agreed. They went inside to Meyer, and at first it looked like he was fouled, but no, it was just players hanging on the ball that he was dragging along. So it's MG ball and a chance to take their first lead of the game with 3:21 to play in the first half. They inbound it to Henry Walsh. Henry looking for some help. He'll get it to Hibner, or excuse me, Tipton. This is Hibner. Back up top. This is Lance Nelson. Lance, step back, take the three, short, and we got a foul away from the ball. Going back, this is Bracken's second foul. He and Zelkowski got tied up. Zelkowski got the worst of that deal. Now Munz will come in, and Bracken will sit down. We go with a little bit smaller lineup. The only non-guard on the floor is Walsh. I mean, Hibner's on the floor, but he plays more like a guard. Zelkowski, Golumbieski, Lincecum, and Leisinger. Lincecum's not in the game. They look inside for Meyer, kick it out to Golumbieski. Leisinger for three, no. He's going to get the long rebound though. Dribble up, 12-footer, looking for Meyer off his hand. Take it away. Meyer drives hard to the basket and lays it up and in. Meyer's got a good move to the basket, and he's got 6 points. 24-22. Monroe with the lead and less than 2.5 to play. This is Munz. Tipton. Hibner in the right corner. He'll dribble it out to the elbow. Swing it to the left side. Tipton for three. No. Rebound Matley. Leisinger down the left side. Trying to drive. Finds 3 Silver Eagles in his way, so he'll back it off. Stop. Go out where he can take this open three and nailed it. Like a surgeon, he just stopped, eyed it up, and dropped it in there. 27-22. Munz now wanting to drive that left baseline. He'll back it off now. Go up between the circles is Lance Nelson. Guarded by Matley. He'll stop and take that three. They're giving Lance those long threes, but unfortunately he's only hit one of them so far. Leisinger down on the right side. 1.5 to play in the first half. They go into the left corner. Now up top. Golumbieski in the lane to Meyer. Leisinger thought about the three. Now he'll drive. Now he's looking for some help. Matley from the left corner. Boom. Matley has 5 points. The average is 5.4. He's like the 5th leading scorer on the team. 30-22. It was tied at 22, so the Cheesemakers on an 8-point run. See if the Silver Eagles can end this. Walsh looking inside. They whip it around. This is Munz from the right corner. Jacob had all kinds of time for that one. Hits his first three of the evening. It's 30-25, under a minute to play. Under 45 seconds to play in the first half. Now Leisinger holding the ball for a little bit. 35 seconds. Challenged by Tipton. Meyer. They go back inside to Meyer. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be MG ball. 28 seconds left in the first half. A 30-25 lead. Now Loken will come back in, and Walsh will take a seat. So on the Silver Eagle side of things, we've got Tipton, Hibner, Nelson, Loken, and Munz. All shooters. We've got the ball and 28 seconds left on the clock. This is Lance Meyer. Lance Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. Down under 20 seconds now. Lance guarded by Matley. Lance standing about at the 40-foot mark. It's a little out of his range, but I wouldn't put it past him to take one. Now we're under 10 seconds. They're going to clear out the right side for Lance. Runs into a double team. Kick it out to Loken, top of the key. He'll drive the lane, lay it up and in. No! Quickly ahead to the Cheesemakers. Oh, and off the backboard. No shot. They'll go to the locker rooms with the Cheesemakers leading the Silver Eagles 30-25. I'm Steve Martinelli. This is Monona Community Media. We'll be back with Silver Eagle basketball in just a bit.
All right, welcome back to Silver Eagle basketball. It's halftime here at Monroe Grove High School. The Silver Eagles trailing the Monroe Cheesemakers 30-25. Coach Zweifel, after notching victory 300 the other day, looking for 301 tonight. He's got to figure out some way to get some offense out of these boys. He doesn't have anybody with more than 5 points in the game. The Silver Eagles have hit 5 3-pointers tonight, but it's that inside game against Monroe that's giving them fits. Meyer and Seagreaves, the two big guys, have got 11 points between them. Nobody's shooting a ton of free throws because there have been a lot of fouls. Seagreaves and Bracken both have 2 fouls apiece, but other than that, it's been pretty quiet. These two teams were tied up at 7-7, and the Cheesemakers went on a run. The Silver Eagles went on a run. They tied again at 22, and then a little spurt at the end of the first half puts the Cheesemakers into that 5-point lead. It's gonna be interesting to see what Coach Z does coming out of the locker room at halftime. He made some switches in the lineup by putting Walsh in earlier than he usually does, and Henry did a nice job getting rebounds and playing some defense. But we're gonna need to get some offense. They're giving up too many points inside against Monroe to stay with them unless they can boost their scoring. Boy, I can't talk tonight. As if I could last night or the night before, right? Anyways, Monroe Grove's got a tough one ahead of them. Not impossible, as they were tied recently. So, all right, let's look ahead a little bit. Saturday, tomorrow, the girls will be traveling to Madison La Follette at 2:30 for a game against the Lancers. The boys will play Tuesday, February 4th, here against Elkhorn. That won't be a TV game, so if you want to see them play against a team called the Elks, you'll have to come out and watch it. That same night, the girls will be away at Milton. And then we're back here on TV, on YouTube at least, February 7th, when the girls take on Monroe. The return of Sam Matheson, former MG girls coach. Sam has had a good program down at Monroe. But first things first, let's take care of these guys tonight. Let's see, unofficially, I've got Carson Leisinger with 10 points already, 5 for Tyler Madley, 6 for Cade Meyer, 2 for Golembeski, Seagreaves with 5, and somebody else has got 2 that I haven't managed to figure out who it was. All right, the Silver Eagles lineup comes out on the floor. We've got Munns, Nelson, Loken, Hibner, and Bracken. The same starting 5 that began the game for us. Leisinger, Golembeski, Meyer, Zukowski, and Seagreaves out. The same 5, starting 5 for the Cheesemakers. All right. Monroe will get the ball to start the second half, and we're ready to go. MG down by 5, 18 minutes to go in this game, and we're underway. Leisinger will bring it up. Meyer, high left side, back to Leisinger on the right side. They look inside for Meyer. Turn around move, nice pass, but Golembeski wasn't looking for it. Silver Eagles rebound. Nelson down the floor in a hurry, lays one up against a bunch of big guys. Misses, but Meyer's with the rebound. Cade Meyer, 6'8" junior, averaging almost 20 a game. They held him to just 6 in the first half, so good job by Bracken and Walsh. Now he gets caught up underneath in a couple of guys and draws a foul. Nope, they're going to call a walk on him, and the MG ball. About time. That makes up for that one that he dunked earlier where he took about 6 steps before he dunked it. Bracken. Munns looking for some help on the right side. Looks inside to Bracken. Could go baseline. No, go back to Munns up top. Swinging around to Loken on the left. Driving to the lane. Puts one up, or Bracken puts it up. Connor Bracken with 7 points now. Makes it a 30-25 or 27 game. So the Silver Eagles can run with these guys for short breaks. Let's see if they can get enough at the right time to put them over the top here. Seagreaves from the left corner. No. Tipped. Rebound by Golembeski. Up top to Leisinger. They go back to Seagreaves on the left. Now they go into Meyer. Turn around 10-footer. No. In and out.
Rebound Nelson. Nelson to Munns. He'll stop, fake the three. Back to Nelson, back to Munns in the corner. Stop and take his time. Nothing but net for Jacob Munns. His second three of the game, ties it at 30. Nice shot there by Jacob Munns. They've given him a couple open threes tonight. He's nailed them both. Meyer to Seagreaves in the corner, back to Leisinger. Seagreaves left corner, three for him. He answers his first three of the night. And he has 8 points. Nelson to Bracken. They go inside to Hibner. He didn't like that matchup against Cade Meyer any more than I did, and he'll dribble it out. Took Meyer with him, out to Loken. Nelson up top between the circles, covered by Leisinger. Right into the lane, gave it Munns. They fell. Watch him pretty closely now. Jacob scoots into the lane though and did a little underhand scoop shot and made the basket. And it's a 32-33 Monroe lead. Leisinger, Golembeski. Meyer just inside the free throw line, stripped away from Munns from behind. Bracken comes up with the rebound after the miss by Seagreaves. Seagreaves almost comes up with it. Now Munns down the floor in a hurry. Into the corner. Hibner. Nope. Rebound Bracken. Loken. High right side now. Will drive the right baseline. Runs into four cheesemakers. So give it off to Lance Nelson. Will back it up. High right side Lance. Running off a pick from Bracken into the lane. 5-footer. Bangs it in. Lance Nelson with 7 points. 33-34. The Silver Eagles with their first lead. Wow. 14:40 to play in the game. Monroe with their first lead. Leisinger, a long three. No, tipped. Out of bounds. It's got to be MG ball. Yes, Meyer touched it last, battling his own guy for it. So MG with a chance to add on to their 1 point lead. 14-34. It's always tough playing in this gym. Visiting teams are not welcome here, not welcome. Munns and Nelson will bring it across for the Silver Eagles. We're under 11.5 to play. Hibner back to Munns. Munns wanted to get rid of it, but it was tipped out of his hands by Golembeski. Quickly ahead to Seagreaves, and he lays it up and in. Seagreaves having a good game. I've got him for 10 points now. Munns again for three. Oh, off the rim that time. Seagreaves gets the rebound. They've given Lucas that one a couple times before, or Jacob a couple times before, and he's nailed them. They got lucky that time because he was wide open. Seagreaves look inside for Meyer. They collapse on him, but he makes a nice move to the basket and lays it up and in. They could do that all day, I think, and Meyer would either get fouled or lay it up and in. 34 for the Silver Eagles, 37 on that little run by the Cheesemakers. Silver Eagles drop back to 4 down. 3 down. My math is terrible. (37-34) with 13:42 to play. Silver Eagles looking for win number 6 on the season. And in the Badger Conference, they would move to 500 should they win this one. Monroe is tied with Stoughton at 6-1 record overall. And then in third place, Milton and Monroe Grove are both 4-3. Watertown's 4-4. Edgewood 3-4. Last year, the positions in the standings were exchanged between these two teams. As Monona Grove was 11-3, they won the conference. Monroe 9-5. Now this is Monroe's season. It appears, and it looks like it could be a couple of years that they're good, as all of their leading scorers are underclassmen. I'm trying to think. Saudi we saw on the floor. Yeah, Saudi's the only senior who's seen any floor time tonight. Other than that, it's all underclassmen. 13:42, Coach Z giving some instructions to his boys. They're just about ready to go. All right. MG will inbound against the Monroe press. They got Nelson double team. They get it into Loken then. He's a good guard. He can dribble it across, and he does. Guarded by Golembeski. Madley is all over Nelson. They've really blanketed him this game. This is Henry Walsh into the game. Hibner. Loken again. Nelson. Nice move. past the free throw line, step back, give it to Hibner in the right corner, back to Nelson. Lance will drive the lane, kick it to Loken for three. Trey misses the tray. And Leisinger takes it away from Henry Walsh. Leisinger will bring it down. Dribble over to the left side, miss it. Oh, and we're going to say Bracken knocked it out of bounds. He didn't so much knock it out of bounds as knocked Myers out of bounds with it. I think we caught a break there. Now Loken will take a seat and Tipton will come in. So the Silver Eagles go a little bit bigger. They throw it up high to Golombeski. Down into the corner to Leisinger. He'll dribble in. Now back up again. He didn't want that left hand or right hand corner shot. That's where he did some damage in the first half though. Golombeski and Leisinger. Leisinger thought about the three. Nice fake. Dribble to the free throw line off to Golombeski left side. He'll drive the lane, put up the 10-footer. No. Rebound Bracken. This is Hibner, I believe. Tipton to Nelson. Lance will take it in the lane, floats one up, off the rim. Bracken couldn't get a hand on it, and it's cheesemaker ball. Like a cheese ball, I get it. That was always nasty, I thought, with all the nuts on the outside. Ugh. Even with Ritz cracker, just not for me. Give me some good Swiss. All right. Zilkowski. Meyer missing that one, rebound by Hibner. He'll bring it up in a hurry. Get it over to Tipton, left side, left elbow. Flip it up. Henry Walsh looking for some help over here. Finds it up top to Lance Nelson. Lance is a fearing and cheering guy. He's here to help you, Henry. This is Bracken up top, getting Meyer away from the hoop a little ways. Now they're trying to isolate somebody. Tipton, oh, give it back. Wanted to give it to Bracken, but he wasn't ready for it. Now Leisinger, and the dunk by Meyer. He was trailing on the play, and Leisinger saw him, and Meyer made a big monster dunk, 10 points for this junior. 39-34. Monroe starting to establish that dominance they had at spurts in the opening half. Now Henry Walsh needing help. Gets it from Tipton. Lucas Tipton working against Golombeski. Give it to Henry. Up top to Trey. Nope, that's Lance. I'm sorry. Lance will step back, put up the three. Boom, baby. 10 points for Lance. 39-37. MG trailing by 2 with 10:48 to play. Knocked out of bounds by Bracken. Oh, Munz will come in now, and Hibner will take a rest. 10:46 to play. A 39-37 cheesemaker lead. Leisinger looking inbound. Out to Seagreaves. Seagreaves way up high. Back to Leisinger. Leisinger working that right side, not having any success against the MG squad. Gets it to Meyer at the free throw line. Out to Leisinger for three. Nice fake. Drive the baseline. Put up the 5-footer. Can't get it. Rebound Bracken. Nelson on the run. Lance will come in from the left side. Now he'll back it off. They're doing a good job on Lance tonight, although he's been open for a couple of threes. This is Bracken trying to back it in. Kick it back to Tipton. No rebound. Bracken, though. Munz, he'll drive. Put up the 10-footer. Nope, not going to get it. Leisinger with the rebound. Cade Meyer took a good tumble on the floor there, and the crowd not liking the fact that there was no whistle. Seagreaves up top to Leisinger. Madley and Leisinger. We're under 10 minutes to play now. 9:45. Seagreaves, cross court to Leisinger. Leisinger, Silikowski in the right corner. Harassed by Bracken, trying to go baseline, nothing doing there. Up top, Leisinger for three. Nailed it. 13 points for Leisinger. 9:25 to play. 42-37. Silver Eagles got to put together a run here. Get something going here before we're running out of time. This is Lance Nelson. High left side to dribble up between the circles. Tipped in for three. Silver Eagles are getting hot from three now, as they've hit 8 of them so far this game with just under 9 minutes a game, 42-40. Leisinger thought about the three. Golombeski. Excuse me, that was Seagraves. No. Zukowski lost it going out of bounds, but it was fouled. So the first foul of the half is on Henry Walsh, his first. Not a lot of fouls in this game, 8:44 to play, and that one's just the first one into the second half for either team. You know, Bracken will take a seat. Timeout called here by the Cheesemakers. So, 14, Kevin Nett coming back into the game. We saw Kevin briefly in the first half. He usually gets more minutes than Walsh does, but Henry getting some because his size is needed on the floor. They'll sit Bracken for a little while and give him a break and hope the combination of Walsh and Nett can hold off the big men for Monroe. (42-40). Cheesemakers have the lead and the ball. Inbounding under their own basket. (8:44 to play in this one. They inbounded to Meyer. And we get a foul called. And we get tipped in. His first, and that'll send Meyer to the line. No basket. So Meyer will shoot the 1-on-1. No, he gets 2 shots. Makes his first. Glad to see a big man who could shoot threes, even if it is for the other team. Okay, Loken's going to come in and Munns will take a seat. Nice to see Munns catch on fire again. He had a couple of nice shots there. Meyer's second one coming up. He's got 11 points already. And there's number 12 as he hits both of them. Neither team that outstanding shooting free throws. The Silver Eagles 3 out of 6 in the first half. Monroe 1 out of 2. Tipton driving the baseline, trying to pass and knocked out of bounds by Monroe. Monroe inbound under their own basket. Neto sit down and Bracken will come in. So they're playing a little offensive defensive switch. Nelson will inbound, and we got a whistle by the referees to talk about things. Players trying to position themselves for the inbound play and started a little pushing and shoving, it looked like. Now the referee's still talking to him, trying to break things up. Everybody jockeying for position. It's like sumo wrestlers trying to grab a hold of each other. Except there's no fat guys out there. Bracken gets the inbound pass, trying to work against Seagraves. Turnaround jumper, no. Nice shot, but didn't drop. Leisinger gets the rebound. 8:20 to play and a 2-point, 44-40 lead for the Cheesemakers. A long pass to Leisinger, almost stolen by Nelson, who drive into the lane, and he's called for the travel. So the Silver Eagles with a chance to cut into this lead with 8:07 to play, 44-40. Now they'll take Bracken out and put Nett back, or Hibner back in. Oh, that's Henry Walsh coming out. Bracken's still in there. What do I know? 44-40 with 8 minutes to play. Trey Loken bringing it up for MG. Working against Leisinger. Right side into the hands of Bracken. Now back to Trey, who drives the baseline. Dump it back for Connor. Connor picks it up. Forces one up. Can't get it to drop, though, but they're going to get a foul on Caleb Bunker. And that'll send, who else? Connor Bracken to the line. If you got to foul anybody on this team, I guess Connor would be the guy. But make him pay for it that time. He's 4 out of 7 from the line. That's all 7 of the Silver Eagle free throw attempts have been by Connor Bracken. 7:50 to play now. 44-41 Monroe lead. They led by what? 7 for a while there, and MG fighting back. Oh, rebound Meyer after the Bracken miss. 2-3 zone for the Silver Eagles. No, 3-2 zone. I got it backwards. Meyer turnaround 10-footer. Nice jump shot. Cade Meyer with 14 points now. Big guy or not, he made a nice catch and turn and shoot. You don't see a lot of mid-range jumpers anymore. Everybody's shooting layups or threes. Logan needs some help. Find Bracken. Over to Tipton. Right corner. This is Hibner. Back to Loken up top. Nelson coming in from the right side. Stop and pop. Nope. Rebound Meyer. Meyer gets a lot of rebounds. I don't have any stats on their rebounds, but he seems to get his fair share of them. Imagine he's matching Bracken 1-for-1. Seagreaves and Leising are up high now. 5:45 to play in the game. 46-41. Monroe, we're very content to let the clock run down here. 6.5 minutes to play now. Tipton will come out, put some pressure on him. They look inside for Cade Meyer. Meyer muscles his way to the basket and gets called, or draws the foul. Who do they call this on? On 5, Tipton, his second. That'll send Meyer to the line for a couple. Just a third team foul. Meyer 2 for 2 from the line already. Eases that one over the front of the rim. Munns will come back in, and Tipton will take a rest. Loken will sit down, and Walsh will come in. Couple subs for Monroe. You don't really care. They put this Zilkowski in there just to mess with me. Madley wasn't bad. Meyer looking to add on to the score. Does not. Bracken saves it from going out of bounds. 47-41, 6:18 to play in the game. Hibner blocked out of bounds. It'll be MG ball. Now, if Seagraves or Meyer got that one, but one of the big men were all after it. They line up everybody on the baseline. Munns will inbound. Munns throw it up high to Lance Nelson. Lance is the guy you want to have the ball. He'll kick it over to Hibner into the corner to Munns. They're not going to let Munns get that shot again. He'll take it all the way around to the right side, lay it up, rebound Bracken to putback. 2 for Connor Bracken. I have 10 points for Connor. He leads the Silver Eagles in scoring. Well, he's tied with Lance. Seagreaves, a 3, missed. Rebound Meyer taken out of his hands by Henry Walsh. Henry Walsh, a tough guy, just snatched that one away from Meyer. Waited for him to come down first. Meyer did all the heavy work. Walsh was just there to pick his pocket. Now 47-43, Silver Eagles looking to cut into this with under 5.5 to play. Nelson. Monona Grove not going away. They're making Monroe earn this one. And Coach Z having a coach. Oh, Seagreaves missed it. Hibner, left-hander, no. Rebound Seagreaves. He was trailing behind as he got toasted badly on that move by Hibner. Now Leisinger going to walk it up. High on the left side. Golubeski to Seagreaves on the right corner. Cross-court pass. Leisinger. 4:50 to play. They look inside. Turnaround jumper by Meyer, and he hits that again. It's like a 10 or 12-foot jumper, and he's dead eye on him. He's great. I like the way this kid plays. Yeah, although he just hacked one of our guys there. I think this is who? Loken? No, Lance Nelson. That's the third foul on Meyer. No, just a second. I thought he had another one earlier. A couple of them. Okay. 4:39 remaining. Nelson the line, misses his first. Lance is the best free throw shooter on the team, but the last couple games hasn't been all that sharp. Last couple we've seen here. All right, Tipton will come in for Hibner. Lance gets another one. Chance to make this a 5-point game. It's 49-43. Lance quickly to the hoop and nothing but net. 11 points for Lance. 49-44, 4:35 to play. A little pressure by the Silver Eagles now. They get it across. Cheesemakers run into a trap though. And a timeout called by Leisinger. Good play because Munz and Nelson were all over him, two of MG's best defenders. 4:28 to play in a 5-point Monroe lead. Remember, our next game here is Friday, February 7th, a week from tonight, when the girls take on the Monroe Cheesemakers again. Different squad, I promise. That'll be fun though. MG girls have played pretty well. They had a 3-game losing streak until we brought Stoughton into our house and then beat them up by 37 points. That was one of those games I haven't seen a running clock in a long time, but kicked that one into gear for the whole second half, it seemed. All right. Monroe will have the ball inbounding right in front of, right near our student section, near half court. Inbound to Leisinger. He'll let his players get in a position. He'll run into defense. They get it across. Seagreaves long pass to Golombeski. Out to Meyer for 3. Nothing to do. Golombeski with the rebound. Leisinger, he'll take the 3. He won't get it either. Rebound Bracken. Good defense by the Silver Eagles. Munz down the floor in a hurry. Almost lost it, but he handed off to Lance Nelson. Lance to the left side. Tipton. Tipton guarded by Seagreaves. 3:45 to play. Bracken up high. Oh. Munz in the corner. Gave it to Nelson up top. Nelson looking for some help. Finds Munz. Come on, let him take this 3. Bracken or Walsh. Tipped in the corner, back to Munz. Working that right side pretty heavily. Now Nelson will come in from the right. Now needs some help. Find it to Tipton. They look inside to Bracken. It gets knocked away. Bracken comes up with a loose ball, and it's going to go out of bounds and be a turnover for Monroe. Silver Eagles couldn't quite maintain possession on that one. They had a nice move inside, but Bracken couldn't get his hands on it enough to take the shot. Instead, they turned it over to the Cheese. 3:16, still a 5-point lead, 49-44. Seagreaves left side. They go up top to Leisinger. Now through the hands of Meyer, picked up by Nelson. Nelson has it knocked away from him. It'll be MG ball. Lance had the right idea there, was running into 3 Cheesemakers and took it right to the hoop. That's what you're supposed to do and try and draw that foul. But they also didn't get the foul, but they knocked it out of bounds at least, so we will get the ball underneath. A chance for an inbounds play. Exactly 3 minutes to play here. 49-44. The inbound to Loken. Can't drop. Nelson grabs it, gets tied up with Seagreaves, and the possession arrow goes to the Silver Eagles. 2:55 to play. Neither team in the bonus yet. Haven't had a lot of fouls here. They go up high with Bracken on the inbound pass. He'll give it over to Loken. Nelson for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Zolkowski. And he'll give it to Leisinger. 2:40 to play. Great opportunity there for the Silver Eagles. They couldn't convert. Meyer into the lane, draws a foul. This will go against MG. Munz called for a second foul. Loken will sit down. Who did we bring in? We've got Munz, Walsh. Missing somebody. Oh, Tipton's in there. Seagreaves can't miss it from underneath. No.
Myra can get it. Ball tipped. Tipping comes up with the players all over the floor here. Munns driving in the lane. Now we have to back off. The players on both ends of the floor getting knocked down. We got a timeout called by the Silver Eagles. There was at least 3 players down on the Monroe side of the court. We came down to the other side, the MG side, and we had a couple players from either team down on the floor. And finally, Coach Z thought best of it and called a timeout. 49-44 with 2:22 to play. This one could go down to the very end. This possession could mean an awful lot for the Silver Eagles. This has been a good game. I have to admit, I thought this one could be trouble. And when I say trouble, I don't mean just a loss. I mean an ugly loss. Silver Eagles really playing tough. You can see Coach Z's got them fired up for this game. Next game for the boys, as I mentioned earlier. Let's see. Elkhorn, Tuesday night right here at Monona Grove High School. This one won't be online, so if you want to see it, you got to come and watch it. I know, you plan your whole week on listening to me. Stay tuned for a big announcement on WVMO. Coming up in the next couple weeks, we're going to have some new segments on there that I've been working on. I think you're going to like it. That's all I'm going to say. Not going to promo it a lot, but you're going to like it. 2:22 to play in this one, a 5-point game. Cheesemakers ahead, 49-44. Monona with the inbound pass from their own bench side of things. Munns gets it inside to Nelson. Floats it up in the lane and draws the foul. Lance, one of the best in the league at doing that. Leitzinger called for his first foul. And Nelson shooting 2 at the line. Lance is 1 out of 2 already. Have him for 10 points. There's number 11. 49-45. Tipped it in for Hibner. Lance's second one coming up. This is a big one. Hit them both. 2:15 to play, 49-46. Silver Eagles down by a possession now. Monroe's going to take their time. They do work it across. Golubeski, they go inside to Matley, and he lays it up and in. That was too easy. They got to take that one. Or I should say you can't give them that one. That was easy. Matley just drove the left baseline and laid it up. Now Nelson has it slapped away from behind and picked up by the Cheesemakers. 51-46, under 2 minutes to play, minute 50. Oh, I think that was over and back, and we caught a break there. See, Greaves, there's over and back. Oh, they're going to call a foul first. Munns called for his 3rd foul. He's the only player in the game with 3 fouls now. And we're minute 43 to play. Now Matley will inbound.
He's a buzzer beater kind of shooter.
Eisinger will take the inbound pass, minute 40 and counting. We're not going to rush this at all. Golubeski, Eisinger gets it across, take it in the lane. Dunked by Meyer, his 3rd dunk of the game. He's a fun player to watch, I got to say. Munns down the floor in a hurry. Tipped in for 3. Off the rim, tipped by Bracken. He'll go right back up with it and put it in. And a timeout called. Bracken with 13 points now. 53-48. Monona Grove trailing with a minute 17 to play. Coach Z wanted to strategize with his team. They need to get the ball back, and they need a couple good shots at the basket. They trail it by 5. I think 7 was the biggest lead that Monroe has had in this game. I mean, we were tied at 30-30 recently in the second half. In fact, the Silver Eagles took a lead 34-33. They're playing more of Monona Grove's type of game than Monroe's. Monroe likes that fast-paced, high-scoring game. Like I said, they're averaging almost 70 a game. This is more a typical MG score, mid to low 50s. This next possession could be key. I mean, this could determine which direction this game is going to go. I know that's kind of understatement, not much of a risk to say it. We will see. Minute 17 to play and a 5-point Monroe lead. Monroe, gotta check their streak. Let's see. They got a 1-game winning streak. They've gone 5-3, or excuse me, 3-2 in their last 5 games. Beat Wanakee, got beat by Milwaukee Bayview, beat Watertown, lost to Milton. Now they got a chance to beat MG if they can hang on. Leisinger draws the foul, and he will go to the line. That's the type of game we're going to have now, is MG fouling. Fourth called on Munns there. Leisinger gets it in bounds, and Munns draws this. No, that wasn't Munns. Was it? Yep. Munns has his 5th foul, so he will foul out with 8 points. And Tipton will come in his place. We've got Tipton, Nelson, Loken, Hibner, and Bracken in there. Good game by Lucas Munns tonight. Jacob Munns. Why do I keep doing that? Lucas Tipton. Jacob Munns. 6-foot senior, averaging 8.5 points a game. He tallied 8 tonight. Sends Leisinger to the line for the first time tonight. Leisinger hits it. That's 14 points for the sophomore. 54-48 with a minute 10 to play. This is going to be really tough for the Silver Eagles. They need a miss and a rebound here. And those big guys aren't letting us get as many rebounds as we like. Leisinger nails that one too. Now the press coming by Monroe. Nelson will get it across by himself, working against Matley. High right side, dribbling towards the corner. 1 minute to play. Can't get it to drop there. Nelson hit the deck hard and will go to the line shooting a couple. Seagraves called his third foul. Lance Nelson to the line. Lance 3 out of 4 tonight. 71% free throw shooter on the season. Makes that one. 55-49. Zilkowski will go out. Golombeski comes in. All right, Lance Nelson. Lance can make this a 5-point game. Nope. Rebound the Cheesemakers. All right. Leisinger fouled. Who do they call this on? Nelson's called for his first foul. So Silver Eagles have plenty of fouls to give. So Kowski will come out. Golombeski will come in. Leisinger 2 for 2 from the line. Just within a minute ago he shot those and drops that one in. 16 for the sophomore. 51 seconds, and it's a 7-point Monroe lead. This shot here could pretty much ice things, I think. Sophomore lines it up. Dropped it in there. Very calmly, 17 points, just over his average of 16. Lance Nelson in a hurry. They can back off, I think. We're down to 45 seconds. I don't know if we're going to have much of a chance. Nelson thought about the 3. Into the corner. Tipton. Nope. Oh, we got a foul. Oh, going back the other way. I think this is going to go against Hibner. Going after that rebound. Call for Bracken, his 3rd foul. Hunter's had a good game. 40.6 seconds remaining, a 8-point Monroe lead, 57-49. I'll send Seagraves to the line. Seagraves 1 out of 2. He's just a sophomore, 13.7 points a game. Now, I've got him for 13 right there. Nope, that's 11 for him. He's got another one coming up here as he made that one 58-49, and that makes it a 10-point game. With 40 seconds remaining, 59-49. Monroe can drop off a little bit. Careful not to fall. They don't want to give up the easy basket. Silver Eagles need to start shooting pretty quickly. Nelson flung one up off balance. Saved from going out of bounds. The Cheesemakers come up with the ball. 25 seconds, and this is going to do it, I think. Yep, they can slow things down a little bit. And watch the final 15 seconds tick away, and the Silver Eagles will fall to the Monroe Cheesemakers. But now without putting up a pretty darn good fight. I got to say, they fought them pretty hard before ultimately losing by the largest margin in the game, matter of fact, 59-49. Good. Give a lot of credit to the Silver Eagles. They played the best team in the conference, basically even for 3/4 of the game here. Got away from them in the last few minutes when they had some trouble scoring, but a good effort by the Silver Eagles, something they can be proud of. They'll be back here Tuesday night, like I said, against the Elkhorn Elks. I'm Steve Martinelli. This has been Monona Creative Video, bringing you Silver Eagle basketball for 100 and some years, it seems like. And in your spare time, listen to WVMO, the voice of Monona, 98.7 FM, or you can listen online. Your final score again, 59-49. Silver Eagles falling to the Monroe Cheesemakers. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Steve Martinelli. Good night, everybody. Drive careful.